Professor Henry Jenkins, an expert in media and popular culture from the University of Southern California, led a group of USC students on an academic exchange to Shanghai Jiao Tong University. While their primary focus during their visit to China was on pop culture, they were equally enthusiastic about experiencing firsthand the rich folk culture. In Anting town of Jiading District, they were introduced to Hu Sufen, an inheritor of blue calico, who shared with them the techniques of this intangible cultural heritage.
Okay, so your pattern, this one. Rabbit. Whoa. Okay, so when you put it on the middle, then afterwards you can combine with the tie-dye.
Using stencils made of tough paper, they learned to paint a mixture of soybean powder, lime, and water onto cloth. Then the cloth is soaked in a vat of indigo dye. Through this process, intricate white patterns emerged against the backdrop of the vibrant blue cloth.
I think there's lots that those of us who study fandom, in particular in contemporary popular culture, can learn from folk practices and the ways that labor is distributed and knowledge is circulated and the community collectively creates things. We started out making our own individual projects. By the time you get to the dyeing stage, everyone's pitching in, everyone's things are mixed together, people are washing each other's things, giving things to each other. They need each other's help, flapping the cloth. It's collective at its core. It is individual expression, but it is also collective process. And that, I think, is something I want to understand better as I think about fandom. I've observed that everywhere in the world.
I liked it a lot. I tie-dye every summer with my family, so it was cool to see a different kind of perspective and to put it in the history and kind of culture of China too.
The dye itself, indigo, is not super common in what we use. I mean, also the looms are different. The cultural specificity of the different patterns, they have all these meanings that they might not necessarily have when I've done similar arts with very different mechanisms in the past.
My favorite part was seeing it oxidize when it turned from green to blue. To see the finished product kind of appear like magic was also very interesting. The drying process also, when it was wet, it was darker. And now it's like quite light and looks like the sky with clouds. So I'm very pleased with it.
Ms. Hu said more than 10,000 people, mostly students, have tried the dyeing skills in this studio. She and her team have been trying to add something new to this technique with a history of over 800 years. They've got over 50 patents over the past few years.
我们在图本涂鸦上做了很多创新设计，同时我们在材质上，像今天USC 的同学们来，我们体验的是正式的这个围巾印啦，所以在这个原材料材质上，我们也做了一些创新的一些个尝试。同时我们做了很多的文创产品的开发，也受到了市场上的很多的这个好评和消费者的喜爱。